Hello and welcome to Friday Night Arcade. My name is Aaron, and today we are going to be playing StarTropics. This is one of my all-time favorite games. It was actually one of the very first videos that I did on the channel some 6 years ago, right after the Space Quest 3 video, and so many memories with this game. So I've told the story before about how I didn't really get a chance to play The Legend of Zelda on NES as a kid. I asked for it and I ended up getting stuck with Dr. Mario instead. And then, so I ended up buying I ended up buying StarTropics with my own allowance money, eventually. It was one of the last big adventure games to come out on the NES. It came out towards the end of the NES's lifespan, I should say. And so, a lot of folks, I feel like, maybe ended up missing out on this game. I still very vividly remember the advertising for this game. They advertised it as, I remember the commercials all advertised it as, like 8 games in one, because each chapter, like the first chapter, each chapter is broken up, like, they build it as each chapter is its own game. So it's like, it's 8 games wrapped up into one, and, I mean, that's not entirely accurate. I mean, it's one game, but some of the chapters are really long, and some of the chapters are really short. Like, Chapter 3, you'll see when we get into it, is, just almost ridiculous. It's ridiculously long, but then Chapter 4, right afterwards, is really, really short. So, gameplay-wise, it's similar to The Legend of Zelda, and also probably similar to Legend of Zelda 2 as far as... So we've got this overworld screen, we've got, you know, you start off with 3 heart containers, similar to Zelda. You can find more heart containers as you go, and, really this overworld screen, there's not any enemies on this screen per se. This is more just exploration, and then, there's different towns that you can go into, and there's, obviously different dungeons that you can go into. Each one of these towns, for some reason, has cola at the end of it. I don't really know. So this is Corral Cola on Sea Island. And, you have to go talk to all the townspeople in this first town before it'll let you pass. Mike, you're an ace pitcher, I hear. Show me how to throw fastballs sometime. And, you can even talk to this pig. Oink. And then there's just like 1 pixel for... I mean, is that the butt? Is that its butthole? Anyway. Okay. I have to hurry. I'm gonna roast a pig for your welcome party. Let's see. Your uncle, Dr. Jones, is so nice. We call him Dr. J. Oh, last week I met Dr. J. He was very busy solving some strange puzzle. Yeah, so you play as Mike Jones. You're a teenager, ace pitcher, as they said. And you get a letter from your uncle, Dr. Jones, who conveniently enough is an archaeologist, and you're supposed to come out and visit him on this island, and you think it's just going to be a nice little vacation, and then you get out here and find out that Dr. Jones has actually gone missing, and then the whole game consists of trying to find Dr. Jones and figure out what happened to him, and it just kind of builds from there. Each level just sort of gets a little more convoluted as you go and as the story unfolds. So I won't spoil anything for you now. If you've seen my video, you know what happens. But so last night I gazed up at the Southern Cross. Suddenly I saw many shooting stars. Legends say shooting stars are omens of disaster. Oh me, oh my. And then this guy, I heard you were coming. Want to go fishing? I love how Mike just, like, doesn't say anything. He's like, no. He didn't even respond. He just walks off. Like, no, not interested. So we gotta go in here and talk to the chief. He's got some information for us here. So this guy, has some big nipples. Mike, I've been waiting for you. I'm Chief Corral Cola and a good friend of your uncle. Listen, Mike, I have some big nipples. Last night, try not to be too upset, but your uncle, Dr. Jones, has been abducted. We must keep this from the islanders so they don't panic. You are the best hope of rescuing Dr. Jones. I don't know what to do. Can you help? So this would probably be an awkward time to mention that I'm like 13 years old in this game. So Like, don't you have people for this? Why are you sending the little kid who doesn't know his way around? And this, for some reason, they give you a choice here to answer yes or no. If you say no, you are the best hope of rescuing Dr. Jones. I don't know what to do. Can you? They'll just keep asking you over. He's like, good. Okay. You're brave. Take this yo-yo. Wait. So wait. Okay, you're sending a 13-year-old kid off to find this missing archaeologist, and you gave them a yo-yo. Okay. Anyway, you're an ace pitcher. Use it. So you get the yo-yo. Actually, the yo-yo is a really cool weapon in this game. So, but it's kind of funny that, like, don't you guys have like a bow and arrow or something, or I don't know, a powder gun or something? Mike, it looks peaceful around here, but in the dark below, many monsters have appeared these last few years. Don't let them get you. Mike, the fate of your uncle is in your hands. Find a tunnel in the village and hurry to Dr. J's laboratory. Once again, I'm a little kid. Why is this fate in my hands? Like, anyway, okay. So, I think... Okay, yeah, so, yeah, you have to make sure you talk to everybody in this town, otherwise this guy won't let you through. And then go in here, and you gotta talk to this creepy witch doctor. I'm the shaman and sister of the island chief. This lady always freaked me out when I was a kid. Your uncle was abducted because he found a secret in the lost ruins. I have great hope that you will succeed in rescuing Dr. Jones, just like your North Star Island sailors. Island sailors look for the Southern Cross. Mike, many wild monsters await you in the dark below, but remember, the magic of the Southern Cross is always on your side. I'll begin. Good luck. Okay, so this is the crux of StarTropics. Is this mode here? So this will look familiar to fans of Legend of Zelda. You've got your basic loadout. You've got heart containers. You can find potions along the way. The yo-yo, I actually think the yo-yo is a pretty cool weapon. In fact, that was one of the things that I didn't like about StarTropics 2 is that they changed it up and you have like an axe or something like that you throw, and it was just, I don't know. I like the way the yo-yo is very tactile and responsive. So this all takes place in the top-down perspective, and there's these green tiles that you'll see me jumping on here. And sometimes those will reveal switches, or you might find a secret passage or an item. And the only thing is that, like, if you have OCD like I do, you have to jump on every damn one of those. So, like, there's some screens that you get to where the entire screen is just nothing but those green tiles, and it's just like, you're gonna make me jump on every one of those tiles, aren't you? So, but it's cool. It kind of gives you a little bit of a break between fighting through all of the enemies. These first couple levels are not too bad difficulty-wise, but by the time you get to the third level, it gets serious, and then the difficulty really starts to ramp up once you get to like the 6th level and beyond. Is just ridiculous. Like I said, as a kid, I could not get through this at all without using the Game Genie, at least not the later stages. I did go back and beat this, like I said, when I did the video for this on my channel, on the main channel, kind of the big review video. I actually did go back and beat the whole thing. Original hardware, recorded the whole thing with like a DVD recorder or something like that. So yeah, one of these, this one, yeah, there we go. So that made the little switch pop up, and I like how it puts the little footprint on there for you too. It's like, that one has been depressed. Another great thing about this game is the music. Like, I could just rock out to this music for an hour. All of the music in this game is really good. And in fact, I can't remember who the composer is, but like, I know one of the developers on this game was actually one of the developers that was involved. So this game was made by Nintendo. And Now see if we go, now see this, okay. This part here, this game will likes to throw a lot of red herrings at you. So it looks like, okay, we've opened up a switch to the left or to the right. But if I go to the left, it's gonna lock me in this skull room. And, like, the only thing I can do is I have to kill these bats to open up the door to get back out. It was a dead end. And this game's full of dead ends and little red herrings like that. I don't even think there's anything useful that you get from these switches. But anyway, yeah, not the composer, but one of the developers was involved with, like, I think they were involved with Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! And, yeah, I mean, this was all from Nintendo R&D, so now we have to figure out how to get, we have to get up top. So, we go up here, I think, nope, one of these, there we go, okay, so now we open up this one, this is the right way. If we would have went to the right, the exact same thing would have happened, it would have just been a dead end. So now we got some torches. And one thing that I'll show you about this that's a little weird. Before we go too much further, I think we're almost to the end already, but the way that you move, it's like your whole character's on a grid. You can't move at a diagonal. You move up, up, down, left, right. And like when you jump, you can only jump in these straight lines. So, like, I can't move once I've started that jump. I have no control over the character once they're in the air. So it's kind of a weird, stilted control scheme. You get used to it. I will just, if you're trying this game for the first time, I will just say that you get used to it, and the game is actually designed to be played that way. And once you kind of get that mindset, like once you kind of get gravitated on that, then you'll do a lot better. There's see, I think this is just going to be empty now. You can't just keep grabbing more torches, but like as you get later in the game, you will see how that control scheme actually works to your favor. It's, like I said, it's a little weird, and then they actually did away with that in StarTropics 2 and gave you more control over your character. Like you could jump in the air and actually swerve, like kind of to the left or to the right. But the levels were still designed like the grid, so it actually made it worse because it made the controls a little bit looser and just harder to maneuver if you had to make a very specific jump. Like it'd be real easy to just accidentally go flailing off an edge into the water or something. So I think the way this game is designed, it's perfect for this game. It's not something I would necessarily want for like every top-down exploration game like this, but when I think of StarTropics, I think of that control scheme, and it just works. It totally works for this game, but some people may have a little trouble with it, especially if you've never really played too many of these top-down games like this before, or if you're used to other top-down games which gives you way more control. So this actually opens up a secret passage, but this is another one of those red herrings. So check this out. If we go, so we get a potion. That's cool. And to use a potion, you can go into this. If you pause the game and go into a sub menu, you can use the potion like that. And then you open up. You get this switch. Okay, that's cool. Some cool music here. This is a secret passage. All right. With another potion. Ooh. Okay. Oh, and another switch. Could there be another potion up here? I wonder. Let's find out and see. So we hit the switch. We open the door. We're thinking, all right, we're in pretty good shape here. We got 2 potions, finding some secret passages, and so instant death. And now you go back. So that's just kind of how this game works. Yeah, so you know, there's all sorts of little red herrings like that. Like, you'll find a secret passage, and then it might start off good, and then you end up dying, or it takes you to an exit, but it's the wrong exit, and you end up having to go back around to the beginning of the level and start it over again. So the developers had some fun in this game, and it rewards you for making your own maps of the levels. Or, you know, if you had the Nintendo Power, obviously that would help too. So anyway, yeah, don't go to that way. You just kind of have to find your way through, and oh yeah, this has one of the most annoying. It does this tweeting thing whenever your character's low on health. So yeah, see, and the enemies will move on a grid too, generally, except for the bats. There we go. Oh, it's still not quite enough to make the tweeting stop. And I think, yep, here we go. So, okay, we're gonna have to do this whole, so this isn't too bad. You gotta wait for his mouth to open. Oops. There we go. I hate that tweeting sound, which you'll hear a lot in this game, unfortunately. Come on. There we go. Not too bad. And it even gave me a heart. That's nice. And I always like this. When you come up here, there's just a skeleton, because that's evidently where the boss, where that snake's carcass is now. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's like, it's either his carcass, or it was all the other people that came through that he ate. I don't know, one of the two, but I like to think of that it's his carcass. Wow, you've done it. So yeah, that's level 1. Not much to it. And then we'll come up here, and there's gonna be, I think we run into Dr. J's assistant, if I'm not mistaken. Babu, Dr. J's assistant. Mike, you know Dr. J has a submarine called Sub-Z. The ID code to start the engine of Sub-Z is 1492. Memorize the ID code. And like, it actually just writes the code down for you in your inventory. You don't even necessarily have to write it down. And all of the codes are, they coincide with relevant dates in US history, but I feel like they missed a golden opportunity there to maybe mix in some little history lessons, but not so much. In the cockpit of Sub-Z, welcome on board. I am the navigational computer of Sub-Z. Call me Navcom. And he should look familiar. He looks a lot like Rob the Robot. Input the ID code. Again, I don't have to actually do anything. It just puts it in. I always thought this was cool. This is one of my favorite things about this game is, so up to this point, we've been wandering around on the land. We've gone to a town. We've gone to a dungeon. And now all of a sudden it just throws you into a submarine. Now granted, this is the only time you see the interior of the submarine is this little cockpit view here, but it's kind of a 3D perspective, and I don't know, I thought it was really cool. Just kind of makes it feel like you're getting ready to go off on an adventure. Like I thought this was the coolest thing when I was a kid. Like, wow, now I get my own submarine and I can just go driving around. So this game it's kind of open world. Dolphins. After a few hours voyage, Sub-Z is still cruising on the ocean. So this game has the illusion of being an open world game, but it's really not. Like, I can't go backwards to Sea Island now. Now that I've moved on to Chapter 2, that's just where I'm at. It's like if I could keep going left, and it's just going to keep going. And if I go up or down, there's a barrier. Excuse me. So each level's kind of like that. There's some sort of artificial barrier around the edge of it, and you can't backtrack the previous levels, or skip ahead to levels until you complete the one that you're in. So it gives the illusion of open world, but at the time, I still thought it was pretty cool because it was just like, wow, now I've got my own submarine. I can just drive around. Navcom here, Captain. She is a female dolphin. We'll begin translation. Key. Please find my son. He has disappeared. Captain, may I promise her to find her boy dolphin? No. I'm trying to find my uncle. I don't have time. Please find my son. He has disappeared. Captain, may I promise her to find... All right, fine. All right, Captain. Okay, so... So we have to help the dolphin, find her missing son, and, each of the islands get a little bit weird looking. I've never seen an island with this many, random holes in it like that, but sure, why not? So you can dock at these little docks here, but, so like this one, it's got all these little barriers in here. There's really only, like I said, this game gives the illusion of open world, but really, when you get to looking around, there's usually only one or two ways that you can go. But usually, if you've not played it before, then you might have to explore a little bit. So we go talk to this guy, the lighthouse dude. And so you're looking for a boy dolphin. Sorry, but I've not seen him. Oh, please visit my wife at our south house. She enjoys company. And that's awkward. So now I've got to go talk to his wife, I guess. I don't know what kind of arrangement this is. And then, yeah, you'll see these little, bubbles sometimes. And that means there's just a little secret passage there. And I mean, you know, it's not too hard to find. And then there's these little ripples, but we can't really do anything with that yet. We've got to go exploring a little bit first. So we go talk to his wife. So we go in here and we talk to her. She says, welcome. It's so seldom my husband and I get visitors. So you're looking for a boy dolphin. Sorry, but I have not seen him. Well, that concludes our investigation. Moving on. Sorry, dolphin, we can't find your kid. But early this morning I saw a bottle on the beach. I wonder if it's a clue to the lost dolphin. Okay, well that's interesting. So we go, and now all of a sudden there's this bottle that popped up on the beach. Pretty obvious. Again, this game's not... Most of the puzzles in this game are not terribly convoluted. I mean, if you just kind of look around, odds are you'll see it. You've got a bottle. There is a note in the bottle. You read it? Help! Captured by evil aliens. Tell my nephew to use code 1776. Dr. J. Memorize the ID code. Okay, so now we've got this ID code. Do you want to read it again? No. I'm good. I think I got it. Thanks. So now we've got another code for the submarine. So each time it gives us a code, it unlocks a new ability for the submarine of some sort. So Navcom's going to tell us about this new code. Input the ID code. Aye, Captain. Submergible system ready. Please press B button when you want to submerge. I don't really know why the submarine couldn't just already submerge on its own, but I'm not here to ask questions. So now when you see these little ripples, you can do this. And it just kind of goes like that. Ah, secret passage. Very nice. Okay. So we go through some secret passages, we go through the little duct there, and now we're just back on land again. Again, I just got to take a minute to appreciate how awesome this overworld theme is. The overworld theme and the dungeon themes are some of my favorite NES themes, really ever. Yeah, that's the good stuff right there. So there's this big heart here that's just haunting us, and how could we possibly get to this heart? I don't know how we'll ever... oh, there's just a... Yeah, the secret passages are really basic in this game for the most part. I didn't have to do anything there, just walk through it. No button, I didn't have to push a button or use a special item or anything. But, yeah, so that gives us, we've got some extra heart containers now, so that's good. Eventually, when you get to, even if you don't get all of the heart containers throughout the game, when you get to the very last level, I think it gives you an item that boosts your hearts all the way to max. So that basically you've got the most heart containers that you can get. Alright, so now we've got another dungeon to deal with. And this time we're looking for the dolphin's missing sun. And so here's where we're going to start finding more weapons. This baseball bat's actually pretty cool. If, like, each weapon's kind of specific to a certain situation. 9 times out of 10, you're still probably just going to want to stick with the yo-yo. But, like, this baseball bat has a circular attack to it. See, I don't even necessarily have to beat those guys. I can just keep going. There we go. Yeah, I knew something was going to pop out. Sooner or later, the blowfish is going to show up. Ah, no! That's the other thing about this, is that sometimes you have to, like, in order to turn your character around, you have to, like, push the button, and then, like, you have to push the button to make your character face a certain direction. Then you can push the button again to get your character to move that way. So it's not just immediately start walking backwards. Your character has to turn around first. So that's why I took damage there. I'm not blaming the control scheme on that. It's just I kind of forgot about that. You get used to it after a while, but like I said, it's been quite a while since I played this. But once you get used to it, it's fine. But yeah, in that situation where I had to turn around quickly, it kind of jumped up and bit me there a little bit. So I'm gonna go this way. I don't even necessarily. I think I just have to jump on that switch, but I'm gonna go ahead and. I can't remember if I have to actually beat all of those guys or just jump on the switch. It may have just been yeah, see, the switch to open the door, but I'll go ahead and kill these guys. And I think you even get... No? Nothing? I could have swore there was, I could have swore something opened up there, but I guess not. Okay. Yeah, I thought one of those had, like, more torches or something, but maybe not. Now, see, I could use the bat here. There we go. I don't even have to kill that snake, I don't think, but it's kind of handy. We've got... Again, the secret passages, I mean, that's not... Even a little kid could notice that. This is going to take us all the way over here. Oh, crap, don't come... Yeah, so you don't necessarily have any control over when you go through one of those. You may end up coming out and accidentally getting hit by the bat or whatever enemy happens to be standing in front of it. Sometimes the game can be a little cheap like that. So, see, that's a situation... if I'd have been just a little bit faster... But I kind of screwed that up. If I could have got right in the middle, I could have done a really sweet move and just knocked them all out with one blow, but kind of screwed that up a little bit. Yeah, see, here's the blowfish, which I don't even necessarily have to, I don't think I have to actually kill the blowfish in this one. Ah! It can be real easy to lose track of what you're doing here and accidentally just go jumping off into the water, too. Phew! Okay, there we go. Alright, and some hearts. We can top off, and I think we're gonna get close. We're getting close to, Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, the way the music changed, I thought that we were getting close to the main boss of this dungeon, but actually, I remember now, we couldn't be that close, because there's a special item we need in order to beat that boss. We don't have to have it, but it makes it a whole heck of a lot easier. And I'll show you what I mean when we get there. Let's see, we're gonna come up here. Screwed it up again. I think my best bet is to just dodge these guys. Actually, yeah, let's just go through here. I don't even want to mess with that. So we're gonna come in here. There we go. Aha! The snowman. This. Yeah, see, like, the magic items in this game are just kind of, like, we got a snowman. There's all sorts of cool random stuff that you find that, it doesn't always make the most sense. I mean, it kind of does, but, like, why you would find this little magic, snowman, but, and then if we go up here, oh, was that was that just the end? Oh no! Oh no! 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 Like, I thought there was a way to go up. Oh. Oh, we're just going right into it. I thought there was, okay. Yeah, I think I missed something. Because if you go up in that other room, it was either a dead end or a false exit. So, we're gonna hope that it was a false exit. So there's the dolphin right there. And, so the boss is gonna be right through this door. Alright. So we got this octopus slinging little ink balls at us. And in order to do this, you kind of just have to go into dodge mode here first. There's nothing we can really do. We don't have a ranged attack yet. So you kind of just have to dodge, and then now we can use the snowman and then just go to town on him like this. You could use the baseball bat too, but it's much more satisfying to just sit here and wail on him with the button like this. Ah, take that. Alright, this should do it. I hope, because I've only got a half a heart left. Ah! Take that, you dolphin-stealing octopus bastard. There we go. Alright. So now the dolphin's here. He's happy. Everybody's happy. There we go. And that's it. We saved the dolphin. So now, the mother dolphin will help us get through the reef so that we can move on to the next level. So, there we go. Wow, you've done it. Now saving your data. Yeah, so I always remember seeing that message, and I was, like, always paranoid about it. There we go. But yeah, because if you took the cartridge out or turned the power off while it was doing that, you'd potentially corrupt the save and lose your whole game. So, Navcom here, Captain. He is the boy dolphin. He is thanking us for helping him. Let's signal his mother. We'll never forget your kindness. Now we must help you. Please follow me. Okay, well, I'm doing it. So, we take the long way through the reef, and then it's time to move on to Chapter 3. And, Chapter 3 is pretty long. There's all sorts of, crazy things going on in Chapter 3. We get shipwrecked, and, we have to help somebody, we have to not rescue the daughter, but the daughter's really sick or in a coma and she won't wake up, and there's a haunted graveyard. So yeah, we'll do Chapter 3 next time, but, I think this is a good stopping point for now. So, as always, thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, which, a lot of the people that are watching, I've found in the statistics actually aren't subscribed. So if you're not subscribed and you want to see more of these, feel free to do so. It's free to do, and that just means you'll see the next video. If you do want to subscribe, go ahead. If don't, that's fine too. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on Friday Night Arcade. And don't text and drive. Mean it. Thanks for watching, guys.